Hello YouTube, Ultra Maximus back with another movie update. Today we're going to talk about Star Wars, the Han Solo spin-off film. Now, Disney has recently given us a schedule of the upcoming Star Wars movie. Of course, we just got The Force Awakens. Rogue One comes next, then we get Episode 8, and then they're saying the Kenobi film, Episode 9, and the Fett/Solo movie. Uh, and the interesting thing is today, it was reported that they are now shortlisting possible actors to play young Han Solo. So why are they casting so soon when this film is not scheduled to be out for another 3 to 4 years? Well, apparently we're going to see a cameo of this new Han Solo in Star Wars Rogue One this year, a la Spider-Man in Captain America Civil War. Now, Rogue One is set to take place about 10 years before the original 1977 film, A New Hope, and is going to be about the rebels acquiring the plans for the Death Star. So, this is where we're going to get the Han Solo movie, apparently, as well, in the same time period. Personally, I like the idea. I like the early introduction, to give us to look something for another anthology film. And they've got the list down to 8 actors, and some are pretty cool, and some of them are just absolute no's to me. So let's go ahead and see who's up for Han Solo. First up, we have actor Miles Teller. He's 28 years old. He's from Pennsylvania, and he's been in films. He made his debut in Rabbit Hole, and he's been in the Footloose remake. He was in Project X and That Awkward Moment, as well as Whiplash. So how does Teller stack up to a young Harrison Ford from 1977? Actually, not too bad. Looking at them side by side, I could go for it. He's got that nice squared off jaw. The eyebrows are about right. He's got kind of a longer nose. I think the girls are going to like him a lot. Final verdict? I'm going to have to say approved. Our next contestant is Ansel Elgort. Now, this guy is an American actor. He's 21 years old. He's not only an actor, but a music producer and a DJ that goes by Han Solo. And he's known for being in the Carrie remake, the Divergent series, and The Fault in Our Stars. So how does he stack up to old Harry Ford? Well, looking at them, he's got the right hair color. He's definitely got the eyes, I think. He's got the nice kind of elongated nose. I think he's got the mouth. The jaw looks pretty decent. I'm going to have to say verdict approved. So next up, we have Dave Franco. He, of course, is the brother of James Franco, and he's got a pretty successful acting career himself. He's also American. He's 30 years old, and he's been in a few different things. He was in the 21 Jump Street reboot, which I liked him in. He was in Charlie St. Cloud, and he was also in the Fright Night reboot, which I actually liked a lot, and he was pretty good in it. So how does he stack up against Harrison Ford? Well, I think he's probably got the better acting chops than the previous two guys. However, I don't know about the face. I mean, the hair color is okay. It's the eyes and the eyebrows especially. I don't know. It's just too much. He looks too vampire-like to me. Maybe it's just a pale-looking picture. Other than that, he looks okay. I think he would have to nail it out of the park, really, in the acting arena for me to be really, really liking him in the role. So I'm going to have to say verdict is going to have to be maybe. And it's really because of those eyebrows. I don't know what it is. It's just, I'm not feeling it. Next up, we have Jack Reynor. So this guy, also an American actor, he's 23 years old. He's been in a few films. He was in A Royal Night Out. He was in the recently released Macbeth, Glassland, What Richard Did, and probably most notably, he was in Transformers Age of Extinction as the daughter's kind of race-driving boyfriend. So how does he stack up against Ford? Not too terribly bad. I mean, there are some images I see that he looks nothing like Ford. Here in the Transformers clip, yeah, I can see it. Similar nose. His nostrils are a little bit too big. He's got about the right jaw. The mouth works. The eyes work. The eyebrows work. He's got the right hair color. You know, his acting was in the Transformers movie. It wasn't too terribly bad, but it wasn't great. I think I'm going to have to go with an approved. And there's reasons for that. One, being in Age of Extinction, he has proven he can do the action along with a little bit of comedy. He does look enough like Harrison Ford, I think, especially if he tones up for the film, which I can't see why he wouldn't. And he was in Age of Extinction, which is a Steven Spielberg produced film. And of course, he's got huge ties with Kathleen Kennedy and Lucasfilm, so he might have the most upper leg of all these guys that we've seen so far. Our next actor for consideration is Scott Eastwood. This guy is, of course, Clint Eastwood's son. He's actually been in quite a few really good movies. He was in Gran Torino with Clint. He was in Flags of Our Fathers, The Forger. He was in The Trouble with the Curve, Fury. He was in Dawn Patrol, The Longest Ride. He's going to be in the upcoming Suicide Squad film. So this guy really has a lot of the acting chops. I like Scott Eastwood. He's charismatic. He's got a great look. He reminds me of a much smoother and more laid back Clint Eastwood. And I think this guy's got a real screen presence, and his star is going to keep rising. So how does he stack up? Let's see. Well, he's got the nose. He's got the jaw, the mouth, the eyebrows, the right hair color. I think he's got the wrong color eyes. I think he's got blue eyes, and Harrison's got brown, but that can be fixed with contact lenses, so that's not much of an issue. I mean, I think personally, verdict is going to have to be 100% approved. I think, honestly, my opinion, this is the guy. He does action. His father is an action legend. In fact, I think Clint Eastwood was considered for Han Solo back in the day. Correct me if I'm wrong, Star Wars nerds, but I think that's right. And not only could he do Han Solo, but he could also do Indiana Jones. I mean, look at this guy. And how fun would that be to have the same actor do both characters again? They're talking about not doing a recasting of Jones, but honestly, I think they need to. I'd like to see Harrison do one more and do a pass the baton thing where it's old Indy and it's intermixed with a story previously when he was younger. I think Chris Pratt is a natural choice to be the next Jones. I think Jones should be like James Bond and we get a new actor portray him. But if they don't get, Pratt, I think Eastwood could very well be the guy. He has been absolutely my personal favorite of everybody so far. Next up, we have Logan Lerman. So this guy's also an American actor. He's 23. He's been in a few films. He was also in Fury. He was in Noah. He's been in The Perks of Being a Wallflower and the Percy Jackson movies. So how does he stack up to Harrison Ford? Well, let's see. He's got the right hair color. The jaw looks okay. The eyes, not too bad. But that nose, totally wrong. I'm not digging that at all. I'm going to have to say this verdict is rejected. He does not say Han Solo to me. Looking at this guy, he must have impressed somebody somewhere. I don't know. He'd have to make one hell of an actor to pull the character off. He just doesn't look the part at all to me. Next on the list, we have Emory Cohen. So this guy's also an American actor. He's 25, and he's been in films like For, The Gambler, Beneath the Harvest Sky, The Place Beyond the Pines, and Brooklyn. I'm going to have to say I've never seen anything this guy has done and have no concept about his acting ability. So looking at this guy side by side with Harrison, he's got the right hair color. eyebrows are okay. I don't think the eyes match. The nose completely wrong. I don't like it. The chin sort of, but his entire face structure just seems completely wrong. This is going to be a verdict of rejected. Absolutely. There's nothing about this guy that's saying Han Solo to me. I'm not feeling it all. He's just not right for the part. And finally, the last actor on the short list is Blake Jenner. This guy's also an American actor. He's 23 years old. He's primarily known for Glee and not very many other movies, I don't think. He was in Cousin Sarah, and it looks like he's going to be in a film called Everybody Wants Some, coming out this year, 2016. So how does Captain Sing Along match up to Harrison Ford? Well, all right, we got dark hair. The eyes look a little too far apart to me. The nose is kind of elongated, but it just doesn't look right. And his jaw is a little bit too squared off for me. But I think the biggest thing with this guy, he just looks way, way too douchebaggy for me. So I'm going to have to say the verdict on this guy is rejected 100%. I just don't see this douchebag as Han Solo at all. He's not the character. Nope, not happening. So there you go. Those are the 8 guys that are on the short list to play the young Han Solo, not only in the spin-off movie, but to make a cameo in the upcoming Star Wars Rogue One. I think some of them look really good. I think Franco's a maybe, and some of them are just about as bad as this crappy CG special edition Jabba the Hutt. But to be honest, I think the top 2 are Jack Reynor and Scott Eastwood. I think Reynor has got the foot in the door being in Transformers Age of Extinction, so the production crew behind that, a lot of those people are involved with Lucasfilm, so I think that's going to be a heavy hitter for that guy. And I think Scott Eastwood just has the charisma. He's got kind of that look. I think he's Hollywood royalty. And, like I said, I think his star is on the rise. My personal pick has got to go to Scott Eastwood, but it wouldn't surprise me if we see Jack Reynor in there as well. What do you guys think? I'd love to hear your comments down below. If we get any more updates on this or any other cool Star Wars news, I'll definitely keep you informed. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you like this video, thumbs it up. If you hate this video, thumbs it down. To watch more Ultra Maximus, click on the links to the right. Don't forget to subscribe and share. And as always, look for more videos in the future.